If you've hit a point in your business where you're ready to scale, improve your customer experience, and build a brand that isn't dependent on someone else's marketplace, this video is for you. OpoShop by Everbee has rolled out some amazing new features over the past 30 days that were completely designed to help you save time, optimize your storefront, and convert more visitors into actual customers. So let's spend some time today diving into everything that's new. Hey guys, welcome in. So we are inside of my OpoShop dashboard, and I'm going to go ahead and show you the first thing that we are going to focus on today that is a brand new feature from the past 30 days, which is a post-purchase upsell. Now, we do have a couple of different cross-sells and upsell opportunities in OpoShop already built over the past 3 or 4 months, and you can always find those over here under marketing and right here under cross-sell. You'll see that we currently have Shop the Collection Grid, car add-ons, free shipping progress bar, and then the most recent one is our post-purchase upsell. So obviously, feel free to check out each of those 3 as well, but today we are going to be focusing on this one. So the post-purchase upsell is basically going to allow you to make even more money per actual conversion or per transaction. So what it's going to do is basically tell someone after they've made a purchase with you that you can get an additional percentage off of particular products. So this is the confirmation page that they did finish their order and the order is on its way to them. But we also have something, as you can see, that's expiring in 9 minutes and 34 seconds. So you can see that you can edit this how you want. Same thing here. You can edit the headline if you'd like. Then you can edit the discount percentage, so you can see it's 15% off, and you can also have a fixed amount. So if you'd like to have $25 off or 15% off, it's completely up to you. So all of this is editable up here. And then I also personally decided to add a countdown timer. So what that does is, as you can see, we are now at 8 minutes and 49 seconds, 48 seconds, 47 seconds, etc. So they're going to be able to see this after they purchase, that they can get these certain items at a limited time discount. So the offer expires in 10 minutes. You can also make this bigger or smaller if you'd like as well. The other thing is you can do either auto suggestion or select manually. So let's say there are some products that you're trying to push right now, or there are products that are your best sellers, for example, on Etsy, and you're moving them over to OpoShop. You can absolutely turn this on and click select manually instead. But for me, I decided to go ahead and do an auto suggestion here. So it's going to give them 4 different options, again, that are AI generated or AI selected. So it's going to be completely random, but it's also going to make sense with the thing that they originally purchased. So what we highly recommend with an OpoShop is making sure that each of your individual designs speak to one target audience. And the reason why is so we can do stuff like this. So we can cross-sell them and increase our average order value by showing things that might also be of value or benefit to them. All right, the next thing we are going to be focused on that I am super excited to officially announce is our newest app, which is built inside of OpoShop called PinBee. So you'll see it right here behind me. And all you'll have to do on your OpoShop dashboard is go to apps and then go to app market. And you can either search right here, or you can just scroll down until you see PinBee and then click install if you don't already have this. Obviously, I do have it, so all I have to do is click open. Now, what PinBee is it's basically a Pinterest scheduler and a Pinterest pinner on your behalf that is synced directly inside of OpoShop. So you'll see here I have a couple of different boards that I am looking to pin to through PinBee. Let's just say we choose this one, for example, and I click continue. Then it's going to ask you how many pins you want PinBee to publish to Pinterest, say that 10 times fast, on your behalf. So in this case, I'm actually doing 7 to 10 pins per day right now for this particular shop. So I'm going to ask PinBee to handle 5 of those, and I want to go ahead and handle the other 2 to 5 of them on my own account. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and say 5 pins per day. And then regarding the publishing pace, this is something that if you are not familiar with what Pinterest really likes to see, it doesn't want you to mass produce a bunch of pins centered around one particular link or to one particular product. Instead, they want you to do very valuable pins over the course of the lifetime of your account. So we went ahead and built this publishing pace, which allows you to spread out your pins over time and also be able to spread out the individual links over time as well. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and click spread over time, which is going to be 5 pins per day starting tomorrow. My full catalog will be placed on a schedule so I always know what's coming. So let's go ahead and click finish, set up, and you'll see exactly how it's built out. All right, so here is a quick example. You'll see at the very top, we do have a daily pace of 5. I've currently published 141 pins on Pinterest from PinBee, and I also have 85 that are currently scheduled. So if we'll scroll through here, you'll see each of these there's 1 of 15 out of 141 pins that have already been published. All right, so you see I can click view on Pinterest, and it's going to take me directly to the pin itself, and I'm obviously in my account right now, so I'll be able to see the impressions or if there's any clicks. So this was just published 2 minutes ago, and it's already got 4 impressions, which is great. So what's going to happen is you'll be able to see the description here, the title here, and click view site or visit site on Pinterest, which is going to take you directly to the actual page, the actual listing for that particular pin that was posted. You can always also come up here and click delete if you'd like if one of maybe let's say you're no longer promoting that design or that particular product, you can click delete right here instead of having to go to Pinterest itself. And we also have your scheduled ones here as well. So you'll see today I have this one going live into this particular board at 4:17 p.m. Another one going live at 9:05. Another one going live tomorrow at 1:53, 6:41, etc. So these things are being done on my behalf for me without me having to actually create any of these. They are synced directly with OpoShop and they're going to go live at their scheduled time, which again was all done for me with a click of a button. You can also come in here and click edit into any of these scheduled ones and choose your different board if you'd like to. Change the alt text, which is really helpful for visually impaired Pinterest users. And then you can also change, of course, the description and the title. So if you want to utilize this feature in your OpoShop and you'd like to go ahead and get an organic marketing strategy done on your behalf in a matter of minutes, all you have to do is click sync catalog. And what that's going to do is basically take everything over that is currently published to your OpoShop. You'll see syncing 100 out of around 300 different products that are in this OpoShop account. When it's done syncing, you'll see 290 products were brought over, but 78 inactive listings were skipped. So that is exactly how you will get these Pinterest pins on Pinterest in a matter of seconds using the new Pin B app. So we will be doing a Pinterest strategy video over the next couple of weeks that is going to include Pin B, but also include a bunch of other things that I'm doing in a Pinterest account right now. So if that's something that you would like to be tagged in, do me a favor and comment PIN, P-I-N, in the comments below this video, and I'll make sure that I tag you once it goes live in the next few weeks. All right, so our third thing we are going to focus on is the product analytics dashboard right here inside of OpoShop. So in products over here on the left-hand side, you'll click on products, and usually you will be going to inventory. But outside of inventory, we now also have analytics, which shows every single listing that you currently have published on your site, how many views each of them have individually received. So this particular one had 44 views, this one had 21 views, etc. And then how many orders took place, your conversion rate, and your revenue from each of those individual listings. So this is going to be a really cool place for you to be kind of looking into and seeing what's getting the most views, especially if you're doing meta ads or you are doing an organic Pinterest marketing strategy through PinB. You're going to be able to see which ones are getting the most impressions, which pages are getting the most views from people that are going to be in your traffic audience. And then of course, being able to see the conversion rate and the revenue that each of these individually bring in, so then you can build your strategy of what kind of variations of listings and designs you might want to make around that particular topic, audience, or aesthetic. Another thing you can see right here under products, which is our fourth feature, is the new and improved reviews section. So you'll see here we've already had these for a while, but the next piece, which is brand new over the past 30 days, is the reviews and how they're displayed on your product page. So that's what PDP stands for. So show aggregate reviews on PD page header. Where do you want it to be? In this case, we have shop reviews above title. Don't show at all, so you can turn that off if you'd like, or product reviews below title. The shop reviews would be right here below the title or right above the title. The next thing that we just recently added is the text after star ratings. So what's going to happen is as you start getting reviews in your OpoShop and you start approving them on the back end here, you're going to start seeing these stars populate just like they would if you were on Etsy. And again, that's going to be either above or below the title on each of your product pages. Now, over here, we have a little bit more customization opportunities than Etsy. So we are allowing you to also include desktop text and or mobile text that's going to take place right after the individual stars. So let's just say, for example, 50,000 products sold. So that's something that you can easily put that will take place behind the star rating that you currently have. And then again, that will show up on your product page either below or above your title, depending on which option you chose. We also have the ability to hide reviews below a certain rating. So you'll see I have mine currently at 4. Of course, you can even do this less than 5 if you want to, or you can put don't hide. I do recommend choosing a number here that you feel comfortable with. Again, I chose anything below a 4-star rating should not be shown automatically on the website. Another thing you could do also at the very bottom here is you can actually import reviews from your Etsy shop, a prior Wix account, a prior Shopify account, or of course, if you have a stand store and you were selling things on social media, you can absolutely import those as well. So all you would do is click import reviews, and it's going to ask for a CSV file with each of those included. So the next, our 5th feature that just went live in OpoShop over the past couple of months is actually another app. So again, what I want you to do is go to apps and then go to app market, and we are going to be searching for Oppo Tracker, which is going to be right here. As you can see, mine says open, but you're going to want to click install. Now, the Oppo Tracker is currently a profit and loss statement, and you need to approve access into your OpoShop by just simply doing exactly what I did there. And then it's going to bring over all of your different numbers. But you're going to be able to see the revenue here in your business, which is the gross sales plus the shipping over the selected range, your operating income, which is what's left after your cost of goods sold, your fees, ad spend, and overhead, your profit margin, operating income divided by revenue, and then your marketing efficiency ratio, which basically is just your revenue divided by your total ad spend. You're also going to be able to see your revenue and operating income as it fluctuates on a daily basis down here, and revenue by channel, whether it be email or meta ads. We also currently have a conversion funnel built for you, so you're going to be able to see what happened in different pieces of your funnel. So email opt-ins, for example, add to cart ratio, reached checkout, and then actually converted. So they actually made a payment, and you're going to be able to see things are in red if they need attention, things that are in green are growth took place, and things that are in orange are going to be close to what we need, but not 100%. And we also have our profit and loss dashboard here. So again, this is going to break all of this stuff down for you, especially if you are able to connect to meta ads, which we do for you right inside the Oppo Tracker. The seventh new feature we are going to focus on today is the editability. I don't know if that's the right word, but the ability to edit our product description page, and something that's kind of already been built out for our OpoShop members. So all you have to do is edit them. So in the builder itself, we'll go ahead and click product description page. So what you're going to see is what the product page looks like in a preview to your actual customer. The first thing we're going to do is actually click into this box, so where the actual product information is. And over here on the left-hand side, you'll see that we are obviously editing the PDP page. So the product image, you can choose however you want this to be. So in case for me, I'm going to go ahead and choose show entire image. Product title, star ratings, and price, as you can see, are locked, as well as the add to cart button. This is also locked. However, we are able to do some product variants if you want to make that change there, and the quantity selector. So if I were to cut this on, for example, you'll see quantity +1. So I have it toggled off for me, but you absolutely can bring that in. Then the next thing is our trust text, which is going to be this section right here. So less than 1% of customers use our 30-day money-back guarantee is a quick example. And then we also have these others: trusted by thousands, what the size is, bestseller, discount, free shipping, etc. So you can build that however you want, and you can also figure out how you want to place it. In this case, I am putting it below the add to cart. You can put it above. You can put it in the product image itself, below the price, below the title, or top of the page. And if you ever wanted to see what it looks like on desktop or mobile, you can simply just drop this down and make sure everything looks good on mobile, because that's where most of your people are actually going to be purchasing from. Let's move back into desktop. And the next thing we have is the trust badge. So this is something that you are able to actually build customized yourself if you'd like. So a normal trust badge, if we go into here, looks like these guys. So it's like all of these different icons that we have built for you that you can easily choose, or I actually built my own and was able to upload them. So you'll see fast plus $4.80 shipping, free returns, buy 3, save 15. So all of these different icons are simply just things that I made very quickly on Canva that matched my ideal audience. So if you want to build these or customize these, you can easily do so by clicking add custom badge, and either you can choose one of these icons that we already have built for you, and then you can add a badge name, or you can upload custom just like I did. All of this stuff is proven to enhance the conversion rate of your product page. So we built all of these different capabilities inside of the product page for you. Now you just have to choose which ones you want and how to market your brand effectively right here in this page that, again, we are going to more than likely be sending both organic and paid traffic to. Last but not least for today, our final number 8, I believe, new feature on OpoShop for the past 30 days that is going to hopefully help you make more sales is the editability of the shop page. So the shop page is basically going to be where all of your different products live. A second ago, we were talking about the product page, which is obviously the individual listings page itself. The majority of changes, though, that I wanted to show you is actually right in here by clicking catalog collection. So there's so many different things that we now have the ability to customize and basically just act exactly like a Shopify website. So let's just start from top to bottom. For image, for example, you can choose how you want the image to fit. Do you want the entire image like this, stretch to fit, or fill the frame? Makes the most sense for my business. For color swatches, do you want to show them on the shop page or only on the product page? So if I cut this off, for example, you'll see it is removed and now it is back where it was. Products layout basically says how many of these do you want across. So in this case, we have 2x8. As you can see, it's just like that. 3x12, 4x16, and 6x24. In my opinion, 6x24 is a little bit too small because I want to really have these designs be the the vast majority of the photo. So I personally choose either 4x16 or 3x12 if you want to get even bigger on the photos themselves. And next up is for the collection. So I personally have my collections right here at the top of my page, so they can click this and go into each of them individually. We also have the ability to go on the left, which means they will build out all of them on the left-hand side. As you can see, it does make my pictures smaller, and what's most important to me in this space is to have my pictures as large as possible, and that's why I personally chose top, where they can easily drop down this collapsible menu and choose each of the collections there. But again, it is completely up to you however you want to have this look for your people. You can also display collection filters on all of them. You can hide the count display, so you'll see mine is hidden. It's where it just says 212. There you go. So it'll say all, but in my case, I did want to be able to show them. And then show add to cart button is probably one of the most important things I would highly recommend you keeping on. So if I take it off, for example, that's not there, and people only have the ability to add to cart when they're actually on the product page. So in this case, we are clicking add to cart right here on the shop page, which allows them to have a much better user experience and hopefully increase your conversion rates as well. You also have the ability to manage your collections here by simply moving them up and down. So for example, this is August when I'm making this video, so I have spooky season at the top, but once we get into the Christmas season, this one will obviously be able to be moved down. The other thing you can do if you don't want to focus on seasonality is focus on where your best sellers are hosted. So if you wanted to create a best seller collection, let's say you're spotlighting t-shirts versus polos, a t-shirt collection, that's when you would move those kinds of things up to the top based on what is being proven to be ordered in your shop. And last but not least, one of my absolute favorite enhancements they just recently did a couple weeks ago that has completely changed the game for my business as well as others in our OpoShop community is the ability to drag to reorder each of these individual listings on the shop page. Now, why this is something that is super important is the same reason we would do something like this on Etsy. If we see that things are being purchased or being favorited in our store, we want to bring that up to the top, especially if you have hundreds or even thousands of listings. If someone comes to your store, you want to be able to show them that readily and available at the very top, rather than having your newest listings be shown at the top. So maybe things that you don't even know if they're going to work or not. You just hope they will because of the research that you did. So we now have the ability to sort however you'd like. We have alphabetical, A through Z, Z through A, price low to high, price high to low, newest first, and oldest first. Those were all things that were already available here inside of OpoShop. But just recently, we now have the manual drag to reorder, which then allows us to very simply move whatever we want to focus on up to the very top of the page. So there you have it, guys. There is a quick walkthrough of all of the new and improved features from OpoShop over the past 30 days. Now, our team is working hard behind the scenes literally every single day to make this platform as user-friendly, as intuitive, and as conversion-focused as possible for you. So if you're already an OpoShop member and you'd like to dig a little bit deeper into how to actually use each of these individual features for your shop, don't forget that we host live coaching every Tuesday at 10 a.m. and Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern. This is inside our OpoShop school community. This is a great place to ask questions, to get real-time feedback from me on your shop, and be the most updated place to find all of the new features that go live every single month. And if you guys are not OpoShop members yet, but you would like to be, go ahead and check out the link I just dropped in the description for you. And if you're interested in OpoShop, but you're not exactly ready to take that plunge yet, I went ahead and built an entire tutorial, step-by-step walkthrough, showing you how to start, build, and manage your OpoShop from start to finish. So make sure you check out the full tutorial. It is linked right above my head, and I'll see you guys over there next.